Hello, good evening, and welcome back to a brand new session. This is the Pampaantok session brought to you by me, Kenny Ra, and I will just bore you to sleep tonight. May mga bagay tayong pwedeng pag-usapan para antukin. But the first thing is I am drinking tea, and it's mangosteen flavored tea. Mabango, aromatic, arithmetic. Tikman nga natin. Mainit pa, pero masarap. Well, how is everything? How's your day-to-day life? Minsan, when you wake up in the morning, you start with a question. Kaya pa ba? Sometimes I ask myself that question. I don't know why, but maybe because there's so much happening in the world, and sometimes we don't have a shelter to hide ourselves in. Sometimes it's important that you have sort of a shoulder to cry on when you're down and when you feel invalidated by the world. Pero kakayanin natin yan, guys. Kakayanin natin. As you may recall, in my previous quote that says, get up, dress up, show up, and never give up. O diba? O diba? Sabi ni Madam Inuts. Well, I want to talk about growing up. Ano ba sa inyo yung what made you realize that you have finally grown up? You know, sa akin, it's when I started losing people around me. Not just by losing friends or losing loved ones. It's more of the people that are older than me have actually walked away from the earth and bit the dust again. You know, in other words, yung mga matatanda nating mga kakilala have already graduated from earth and moved to another dimension. That's when I realized I'm already grown up. In fact, I've already grown old enough to witness that part of life. It may seem sad to think about it, but dinulog ko na lang that it's really part of life. It's a cycle in which sometimes I ask myself, why does it happen? If something created something, if something that's never ending created something, it shouldn't be ending as well, right? But that's a topic for another video. Also, I'm talking about losing friends in the process of growing up. I think it's more of for me, losing friend is like, it's more of a choice than a situation. Perhaps because when you decide to let go of a friend, I believe you must have thought about it for a million times already before you finally made the decision. I mean, losing a friend is not just dahil may misunderstanding lang kayo that day, or maybe you got angry at him or her on a certain amount of time, then you just let go. Or maybe losing a friend is because some people are just so toxic sa buhay mo, and they are not giving you the happiness that you deserve. I understand that. I would understand if someone quits our friendship because I'm toxic to him or her. I would totally understand, because we're just human beings, and sometimes we don't know our own aura or attitude towards others, but we tend to scare people away. That's just a sad part of life. And if only we are programmed to constantly monitor or check our character on a daily basis, then the world would be a better place, right? Less scarier than it is, but certainly not as interesting as it is right now. So, the best thing to do when losing a friend is just to cope with it. I mean, you just have to accept the fact that as we grow older, yung circle natin lumiliit. Actually, then we realize that some people have actually just went into our lives and went from our lives. I think at this point of my life, I feel that I don't need to necessarily change myself, but to stick with the people who truly understand me for who I am. That's okay, because not everyone is as perfect as they think they are. Just because someone is quiet doesn't mean he or she is kind, diba? Just because someone looks angelic doesn't mean that they are not fighting their own demons. I mean, sabi nga ng isang kaibigan, iba-iba ang tao. You know, when we have arguments in Facebook or in the chat group, sometimes people tend to be very mouthy about things that they believe, things that they want to fight about. But itong friend ko, pag pumapasok na siya sa conversation, she would always say, iba-iba ang tao. Bow. And that would trigger the end of our conversation or our arguments. Because it's true, right? You can force someone to believe a certain way just because you do. And one of the things that I learned recently is that you don't want to take away a certain belief of a person that's making him strong, or that is something that he or she is clinging on to have hope. You don't want to take that away from him or her. Instead, you just have to respect our differences and our own beliefs, right? Beliefs. What is a belief system? Is it a system? Well, we can talk about that in another video. I think beliefs are extremely vague and consider really exponential thing to think about. I mean, it's just so huge that we don't even understand. Not even science can fill in the void of questions that we have in mind when it comes to our beliefs. When I'm talking about the belief or the faith, right? Changing our lives. Sometimes about changing my life, even though it's hard, it's hardly possible to change one's life. But I've read blogs or articles about people who have totally changed their direction in life from something and started to nothing and becoming something back again. I think change is good, but sometimes a good change requires a certain amount of risk, you know, and sometimes a good amount of sacrifice. For example, if you want to live close to the people that you love, and the great sacrifice for that is to actually leave the job that pays you behind. That's one of the things that's really hard to decide on. Kasi nga, we don't wanna jump off a steep building and leave the job that pays your bills just because you wanna be comfortable. I mean, there are certain things that you have to weigh in, right? I personally believe that you just need some time to gather your courage, and with that courage to plan ahead on things that you want to do if you want to change your life. At least to have a backup plan for that. You know, but changing your life is a very good thing, especially when you're growing up and growing old, giving a certain surprise into your daily routine can actually make a difference. Maybe when some people want to change their life is because they want to get out of certain hardships that they face. Like difficulties in the work environment, hardships at work, not being happy with the things that they're doing. You know, most people actually hate their own jobs. Even if you do the things that you're so passionate about, sometimes it will just punish you to your core. Especially if you're so passionate about something and you do it will actually make you work harder, and as a result, you will be a lot burned out because you want to keep on improving and improving, and you want to perfect the thing that you're passionate about. And when you do that, you just realized you're tired. So it is important for me that even though you are passionate about something and you're doing it anyway, just make sure that you're happy. Because happiness is something that the world is truly seeking. On every corner of the earth, people can't even define happiness, right? A lot of people say money can't buy happiness, but a big percentage of the world says otherwise, disagrees with it. I disagree with it. Money can actually buy you happiness, period. But you know, there are certain culprits when you think about happiness with money. It's because if you want money, you have to work hard to earn it. And when you're working hard to earn it, most of the times you're away with friends, from family, and then you yearn for an embrace, for presence. And then you realize money is not really giving me happiness, but the people that I love. And then on the other side of the coin, the people who are with their loved ones, but no money, is not happy at all. In fact, they have more problems. They have more things that they haven't experienced compared to that person with money. So in the end, it's my personal realization that we can't really define happiness. In fact, even if you seek the world's greatest treasure, even if you find immortality, even if you have powers, you can't really define happiness. That's why I firmly believe that instead of seeking happiness, we just have to live in the present. So just breathe in the air, to feel the pace of your heartbeat, to thank yourself for living, That's happiness in itself. To be open with your emotion, to love, to buy the things that you like, to buy the things that you want, to live in the present. That's certainly what I aspire to do. Alright? I think I've said enough. And you're certainly going down, down, and down. Let the muscles and tendons of your body relax and finally doze off. And as for me, I'm signing off. And see you tomorrow night.